Raiders and the Jets game. Everyone wanting to know, how the hell did the Raiders or the Jets leave a guy wide open behind the entire defense? Why did they go man-to-man? Well, listen, let's just talk about some of the things that happened here, because it is important to note a few things on this particular play. All right, and a couple of questions and things that have been said by folks out there. I'm going to start this off by showing the play right before the fatal play for the Jets. And let me just set up the situation for you. The Jets had gone ahead in this game. It's 28-24. Is 19 seconds left, as you can see on the clock here. 19 seconds left, so obviously the Raiders need to get into the end zone. A field goal is not going to get it done. They're at about the 46-yard line. Not a whole lot of time. They don't have any timeouts, so you can see the situation here. The normal thing that normal teams will do is probably get some guys back, be a little safe, try to keep things in front of you. This is a funny little yard line in a situation like this, to be near midfield, because a couple of things can happen here with some savvy passing. A team could get to somewhere around the 25-30 yard line, setting up a normal play for the final play of the game. If you're the team on defense or the defensive coordinator, you prefer a Hail Mary situation just because it's a low percentage play. We'll talk more about the call in a minute. Let's just talk about this play before the last one. Not sure what the Jets are in here because I can't see the all 22. I can't see the coach's copy of this. What I do know is that this play was almost a touchdown. Nelson Agholor gets behind the entire Jets defense, as we're going to see on the replay, and with a good throw, the game would have been over right here. So, waiting for this replay, you're going to see that whatever the Jets were in, and I believe it was a 3-safety look, all right? And I'm saying that because, looking at the close proximity of the two safeties here, Marcus May in the middle, Matthias Farley, number 41 here near the numbers. I don't think you put two safeties there and then you don't have a safety on the other side. So I think there was a bit of a 3-safety look in this. Whatever the case may be, here is Nelson Agholor behind both safeties, behind the entire defense, let's just say. And so maybe the defensive coordinator feels like, all right, I think I just need to bring some pressure here because this looked a little shaky here. Let me just give a little change up. Whatever, if he thought that, I'm here to tell you, I don't care. You basically talk to your safeties. You tell them, get the hell back. The guy got behind you on the last play. We don't need that again. I'm coming with something similar or the same defense. I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to go on an all-out blitz. You just don't do that in this situation. And I believe the Next Gen Stats, if you can find them on Twitter, says the Jets were the only team to ever do this. It should be no surprise for a team that's now 0-12. So now we move to the next play. This is where the Jets inexplicably bring 8 guys, and leave only 3 guys in coverage. Do we see how many guys released on routes here for the Raiders? 1 at the bottom, 2 at the top. Do we see how many guys are in coverage? Only these 3. We're in 0 coverage with 8 guys coming. And this one guy at linebacker is on some kind of a delayed rush. So you didn't even really get an all-out blitz. You know what would have been nice? If that guy in the middle, the linebacker spot, or apparently it's the safety. I guess no one released, so he added himself to it. It would have been nice if he could have ran in there right away. Nevertheless, all right, we see Derek Carr avoiding the rush here. He avoids the rush, moves up in the pocket, launches it, and boom. 46-yard touchdown. He gets behind the cornerback, Lamar Jackson in this case, who is a rookie cornerback, and I feel bad for him. You could see he's dejected there, okay? He got put in a really bad spot by his defensive coordinator and his team. And as a defensive, look at the dejection there. As a defensive back and a guy who's coached DBs and trains DBs, I feel really bad for this young man. But let's talk about what happened to him on this particular play. Because I've heard people say, what is he reacting to a double move for when they need to score a touchdown? I'm going to tell you why he reacted to a double move. As I've already shown you, there's only 3 guys in coverage here. As you can see in the middle, Marcus May is out of there, okay? He's out of there. He's not playing any games. And I'm sure most folks wonder why Lamar Jackson didn't do the same. Yes, that would have been the lesser of 2 evils. But I'm going to tell you why he reacted to this double move, all right? As you can see, Henry Ruggs comes up, gives him a shake to the inside. If he doesn't react to that, and Henry Ruggs actually runs a dig across the field, and Lamar Jackson is far away from him, There are only 2 more defenders back there to stop Henry Ruggs from getting to the end zone. Not only that, there are 2 Raiders receivers out here that can, at the very least, shield those 2 Jet defenders from making a play, and Henry Ruggs is in the end zone anyway. I truly believe if Henry Ruggs did actually run an in-breaking route right here and caught it, it would have been over anyway. He's a 4-2 wide receiver with a tremendous amount of space. Because why? The defensive coordinator decided he wanted to call 0 coverage in this situation from the 46-yard line when the team needed to score a touchdown. So if you want to know why he stuttered down on this, it's just he knows I can't have a bunch of space between me and this receiver. He's speedy. But when you're speedy, here's the problem also. This little stutter, this little reaction to that double move was all that was needed for a 4-2 wide receiver to get behind him. Basically what I'm saying is this is a tremendously tough position for this cornerback to be in. A tremendously tough position for him to be in. And ultimately this is what happened. He got hung out to dry. Now this poor guy's going to need therapy. He's going to be on the front page of the New York Post with some kind of witty headline. And I just can't luckily for the Jets, there are no fans in the stadium for this game because it would have been ugly. I can't imagine the things that would have been said or the objects that would have been thrown at the coaching staff and at the defensive coordinator in this particular case. That is a bad call. I would hope that he would admit as much, but I wouldn't bet money on it. It is a bad call. All right, but going back on this, in my members area in All Eyes DB Camp, I am going to talk about exactly what the corner did in this particular case. I can go on and on about how it was a bad call by the defensive coordinator, and that is the case. However, you got to call what's called. You got to play what's called, and there was a better way to play this, and I'm going to talk about it in my members area. I'll have that video up within the next 24 hours. Talk about how the technique should have been played in this particular situation. But nevertheless, this is a terrible way for a game to end for the New York Jets. And for some of the fans out there, for some of you Jet fans out there that said this was on purpose and the Jets are tanking, hey, see this cornerback right here? That's a real person with a real mind that's going to be affected by this, and it's going to take a strong-minded individual to overcome this play. All right? You're playing around with the guy's career and basically his life, his career you're playing with. This is a rookie. He's going to have to overcome this mentally. So while if this was on purpose and you're out there just making calls to tank, there are real people out here. There are real people out here. And Marcus May, the safety on this play, was not too happy with the call that was made. And he's right. So that's just my quick analysis and breakdown on this. A terrible way for a game to end. Not if you're a Raiders fan, though. You're quite happy at what happened here. Just unbelievable. You just don't see games end this way. You don't see those kind of calls made. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, please share it, like it, and also subscribe. Hit the bell. If you're not subscribed, man, why are you not subscribed? Come on, these are great videos being put out here. So subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be notified when I put out more videos like this. Put out DB videos, stuff on recruiting, all kinds of good stuff here for the football fans and those who play the game and want to learn a little bit more about it. All right, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and like, share the video.